Hello, creative people! As you guys are getting on, go ahead and send me a hi with some emojis. Today is an awesome day to create. Like I said, I am so pumped about this project. There's so many possibilities with this project. Like, I'm not going to get into that yet, but yeah. So, as you guys are getting on, make sure to get your stuff together. I'm going to start going over what you're going to need for this project. Also, there's a lot of ways that you can substitute supplies for this project, so don't feel like you have to have exactly what I have, okay? You definitely need some junk mail or just regular paper. So you're going to need like maybe some mail that's like a little thicker. That'll help with like the little cards we're going to make or the phone we're going to make. So make sure when you have your junk mail, you have different kinds of mail plus some mail that's like thicker. Okay? You are going to need some tape. And I'm fancy, so I have some cool washi tape. You need some scissors. You are going to need some glue. Hey Rachel, I miss you. You are going to need, this is optional. You can, hey Jen. You are going to be needing some aluminum foil maybe, but there's other ways to reinforce your wallet, so you don't have to have an aluminum foil. That's just an option, okay? Yeah. And then if you want to also add some cool touches to your wallet, you can use markers to add some details as well. But you don't have to do that. That is also optional. Okay. So as we're getting our stuff together and getting ready, I just want to remind you about the art kits that I'm getting ready to send out. So if you want one or if you have a friend that you think would want one, it's really important to have fresh supplies, especially during this time when we're all like cooped up. So for these art kits, I'm selling $10 ones and then $15 ones, and that is including shipping. So that's the only cost. And you'll get scissors, like brand new scissors and markers and washi tape, which we'll be using today. It's a really cool tape that just has like patterns and colors on it. Colored paper, your own pencil pouch. Yeah, so check those out. I'll be adding that again on the page, the post about the kits. So if you guys are interested, look into that. I know, I think Michael and Malachi are ordering one, and I will be getting those out hopefully by the end of this week or next week. Okay, so if you are ready to rock, you got your supplies, go ahead and send me a thumbs up and we will get started. I know mine is kind of big. Like if you look at my hand, my wallet's like a Mongo wallet. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. So you don't have to make yours as big. So one way to figure out how big to start yours out with, you're going to need a piece of paper. You can start with just a piece of junk mail and then start adding layers of decoration to it. Or Michael and Malachi, we made art last time, and you could actually reuse this art as the front of your wallet. Okay. For mine, I had some art that I did from a previous video, and I just turned it into my wallet. So for my wallet today, I'm going to use this artwork. And a way to measure how big your piece of paper needs to be, just get a phone so you can tell, like, okay, my phone can fit in this wallet if I fold the paper in half. So it's probably the right size, okay? So it can be like a measurement. When you have your piece of paper that you figured out, whether it's old artwork or it's just junk mail, all you have to do is just fold it in half and make sure each side meets each other. Okay, and something that we're going to be doing for almost everything that we cut or add to our wallet, just a nice little touch that I like to do. I like to curve the edges. I don't know why. I think it just adds that nice like wallet-y look to it. Okay, it's cute. All right, so the next step that we're going to do, we're going to add like a reinforcer, or that can be aluminum foil, that can be another piece of paper, but it basically just lines the inside of your wallet, okay? So if you guys can see on the one that I made already, there's kind of like aluminum foil peeking through, so it kind of looks like it has that silver lining, which is kind of cool. But if you wanted to do a colored piece of paper or a coloring page, or you know what? Oh my gosh, a comic book would look so cool, like a comic book page, like on the inside of your wallet. You could do that. Whatever you do, just a recommendation, you don't have to do this, but if you pick like a theme for your colors, like mine's gonna be blue, yellow, and like a teal and a silver. If you pick a theme, then it'll be easier to pick out what kind of colors of pieces of paper you're going to use for the pockets on the inside. And it kind of makes your wallet look more put together. But you don't have to do that. You could use all different kinds of paper and it would still look super cool. Okay? So I'm going to start with my reinforcer. I'm using aluminum foil. And I'm just going to trace out what I'm gonna need to line the inside of my wallet. And this reinforcer paper basically just makes it more sturdy, because you're gonna be opening and closing this wallet, so you wanna make sure that when you do that, your wallet doesn't fall apart. You cut this out. Now, as you're thinking about your wallet, I want you to start thinking about what your dream wallet would include, because we're going to start adding all the different like pockets and cards and stuff. So as we're doing this, I want you to activate your imagination and think about, you know what? This is my own wallet that I'm making. What can I add to make it special, or what would I want like my dream wallet to look like? Okay, you might even think about, as you're still in the size making part of the process, maybe you want it to be a smaller wallet. Maybe you don't want your phone to fit inside your wallet. Maybe you want it to be like a super tiny wallet, or maybe you want it to be like a thinner wallet so you can just like hide it somewhere. Okay, so be thinking about the ideas for your wallet, because this is going to be your very own creation. All right, so you're just going to glue that on the inside. Okay. I saw a wallet, of course, you guys know I love unicorns, that it was like a paper wallet and they had like a unicorn on the outside. I think if I make another one of these, that's the next one I'm going to make, a unicorn wallet. There we go. All right, so this is where your tape comes in handy. We're going to have a lot of these seams where you have two pieces of paper and it kind of looks funny because it's, you see the overlap. But we have an easy fix, my friends, okay? You can use tape on all of your seams just to make sure that it doesn't peel away. There's another way to make it sturdy. I'm going to be using washi tape. This is the only one I had that was close enough to this color scheme, but obviously you guys can tell it does not really match. But that's okay. I'm gonna make it work because that's what artists do. So I'm going to add it on the edges. I want it to overlap so that it goes on both sides. Don't worry about the sides yet, we'll fix those. So just curve that over. Okay, And it kind of adds that extra touch of decoration. So just add it all to all the sides. If it's clear tape, that's totally cool. It's still reinforcing your wallet, and that's important so that it lasts longer. Ooh. You want to make sure that when you're putting it on, the seam is in the very middle. There we go. Doo-doo. Okay. As we're thinking about this project, another thing that we're doing is we're recreating something that's in real life. And oftentimes artists do that and they change something about what they're representing in real life. Like, for example, there's an artist who literally makes sculptures of like giant pizzas and donuts, and they look real, like, but they're like as big as people, like these giant pizza slices. And he's like in art galleries and stuff, and he's like a German artist who just makes these giant sculptures that look real, but they're like food, like giant food items. But the cool thing is that he's tweaking the size of those food items. So something we're doing is remaking a wallet, but we're using a different material than wallets are usually made out of, which is kind of cool because we're kind of making a statement about recycling, right? All right, so you're going to go back over those corners, just to curve them out, make them nice and clean. All right. You guys should let me know what your inspiration for your wallets are. I want to hear your inspirations. Okay. So now we're going to focus on the inside of our wallet. We can come back and add like a latch to our wallet later. And yet again, if you guys have any questions, or if I'm going too fast, or if you have any comments, please let me know. Okay? I love to hear your interactions as we create together, because then it feels like we're almost in the same room together. Okay, so as we are thinking about adding pockets, we're going to focus on this side first. And there's two things that are going to be happening. There is a pocket we are making that you can slide something in right here. And there's also a couple pockets we're going to be making where you can slide things going down. Okay? When you are doing this, we're going to start on creating the side pocket, and then we'll put the pockets on the top of that pocket. Okay? Oh, yes, I will slow down. Got you. I have to adjust my camera a little bit. Also, Malachi and Michael, I saw those radial symmetrical artworks that you guys did with the coloring pages. On point, my friends. You guys did awesome. That was such a cool idea. I think I might copy your idea of using a coloring page, because I really like what you guys did. Well done. Ah, my camera's killing me. Okay. There we go. I think I can get it. Yeah, Jen, just let me know when you guys are ready to keep going. Something else that's cool about these wallets is that you don't need a lot to create them. You can literally just use like several things around your house and make an amazing creation. You could even make this as a gift for somebody that you know in your house. That would be a cool gift. Just pop up on and be like, hey, made you a wallet. And you know what would be so cool? If you like started making a couple of these, you can make your own logo, like you had your own business, and like put it on the back. That would be awesome. As we're kind of taking a pause here, I am going to just look for what kind of paper would match my color scheme that I'm working with. Let's see. So I'm going to try to find something that's more like blue. And I have like kind of a triangle-y theme that I'm doing. I could use more art that I've done in the past and cut that up. That would kind of match because there's like some blues going on there. I could, check this out, I bet you didn't see this coming, use some notebook paper. You know what? I'm going to go there. I'm going to use the notebook paper. All right. And for the inside, as we think about what kind of papers we're using, just remember that if it's too thin, kind of like I'm kind of thinking, wow, that is kind of thin. You can always double up your paper so that you feel like it's more sturdy because it's going to be holding stuff. Okay? And then I might add this intermittently to different parts. And as you're thinking about the kind of paper you want on the inside of your wallet, you can start kind of measuring it out. So as I'm thinking about this part, I'm just looking to fold it in half and think about, okay, so I'm going to need it to stay on the inside lip area and leave a little bit hanging right here so that whenever I fold it, it doesn't hang off the edge. So I want to leave some extra room. So when I cut the bottom part, I want to leave some room on the bottom. Also keep in mind that there's a middle, and whenever you're putting the pocket here and here, you want them to stay, leave a little room in the middle, because when you're folding it yet again, you don't want them to be so bulky that you can't fold it. So kind of keep in mind that this area right here is kind of like off limits for any paper. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of mark that off. Do not put paper here. Boom, got it. I'm going to glue these two guys together so that they're stronger. And then another thing to be thinking about as we keep working, what kind of money could you invent? So for my wallet, my other wallet I made flower money. But there's tons of kinds of money that you guys could make up. If you guys could create money, what kind of money would you make? Like, who would be on your dollar, or I mean, it could be a $100 bill, but who would be on your bill, and what kind of designs would be on there? And you would, I mean, mine, you probably, the ones I made here, you could probably recreate this. So I don't know if this is a good representation of a dollar, because I don't want someone copying my dollar and trying to make fake money. So that's another thing you got to think about. All right, so there's a little cut in my paper here, so I'm going to make sure that that's on the bottom because I'm going to cut that off. My paper goes past the no zone that I made in the middle, so I'm going to cut it, make it smaller. So I'm going to cut along this line. There we go. That's way better. And then I want to make sure to leave a lip right here. So I'm just going to fold it up so I know where to cut it. Okay, so essentially we have a pocket. Voila. But notice that the pockets that I did here kind of spring up, but they don't, like something keeps them in place. So I made these kind of like little fans to go on the inside of the folded pocket, and that kind of keeps it in place. Okay? So when you're making the fan, I'm going to use a different color piece of paper just because I think it'll look cool. Let's see, maybe find some blue. You're not going to need that big of strips. You just need a couple inch strips that are as long as the side of your pocket. So, ooh, I got some of this cloud paper. I'm going to make sure that my strips are only as long as my pocket. Okay, and then, like I said, they don't have to be too thick. They're just the right size to go in the inside of my wallet. Now, I'm just gonna fold it like an accordion, which means I'm gonna fold it one way and then just fold it the opposite and just keep repeating that, okay? So, I folded it one way, just a skinny fold. Then I'm gonna fold it the other way. Okay? And then one more time. So that essentially I have a fan. A little baby fan. Okay? And you're gonna be making two of these. One to go on this side and one to go on the inside of this side. Okay? So I wanna make sure the paper that I'm using for my other fan is the same size. So what I can do is just unfold it real quick. Oh, that's not the same size. There we go. And then just measure that out. And then I can refold it. No worries. Okay? So, got my fan here. And then I'm going to make another one. So one more time, we're going to do a small fold, opposite direction, and one more time there. Okay? Boom. We have two baby fans. Then we are going to stick those fans right on the inside of this pocket. What I'm going to do, very simple, I'm just going to take my glue and I'm just going to add glue to this inside of my pocket. Okay? Especially the tops. Then I'm just going to stick my little fan inside. I'm going to do the other one first before I close it so it'll be easier. All right. I want to make sure if your paper is double-sided, make sure the side that you want people to see on the outside is facing the outside, not the inside, okay? So I'm just going to stick that guy in there. And then close it, kind of like a sandwich. Make sure that's nice and strong. Boom, baby. We got our first pocket. Oh no! Maybe I need some more glue there. Hold on. Let's see. If that happens and you keep putting glue and it keeps doing that, another thing you can do to reinforce it, you guessed it, is to add the washi tape. And it adds like a cool embellishment too. Okay. And when you fold it in, you don't want to cover the fan because that's what gives it that spring. So just make sure you put it over the first lip. Like that. Okay? Cool. I'm going to do it on the other side. Washi tape is so much fun to play with. I love playing with washi tape because it's so easy to rip. So you don't even have to worry about like trying to get it cut. And it's such a great embellishment. You can just add it to like cards or journals or posters. It just adds that extra touch that you don't have to do. Boom. Love it. So now I'm just gonna glue my pocket on the inside of my wallet, okay? So another thing that you could use instead of glue on some of these parts, not all of the parts, would be like a baby stapler. So if you guys have a stapler or a baby stapler at home, that might also be something that you guys could use for these parts. All right. Cool. It just slides on in. And notice how I kept the lip on the outside of my wallet, because then when I close it, you can't even see it on the outside. Boom. It's coming together, guys. How are you guys doing? How you holding up? How's your wallets? Make sure to reinforce it and rub it down. Make sure it's nice and stuck, because you don't want that guy to pop out, okay? Okay, now we're going to start putting some pockets on the outside, and then we have a space for our gift cards and credit cards. No, just kidding. No credit cards allowed. Only gift cards and ID cards. All right, so when you're making your pockets, it's so easy, you guys. Seriously, you guys are going to be blown away. You are literally just going to be making different sizes of squares or rectangles. That's all it is. And we're just gluing the rectangles on top of each other. Okay? So we're going to start out with a rectangle that's the smallest one. Okay? That's the first pocket that you're going to have. So, no, I'm sorry, the biggest one. You want to start out with the biggest one, and then we'll go down to smallest. Okay? So what I'm doing is I want to make sure that my pocket is the same size as the front pocket that I'm going to be making, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut this down smaller so it's easier to measure out. Okay, and you know, as you can see, I believe in recycling artwork or using it for other purposes. Some people are against that, but I just love the repurposing possibilities that we have all around us all the time. All right, so this is going to be my biggest pocket. It's going to be about this big, like I can put something that's this big on the inside, but it doesn't matter if there's like it showing on the bottom, because I'm just going to cover this up. I'm going to put some more rectangles on top. So first, I need to finish measuring this out so it's the same size as my pocket. Okay, let me just sharpen those edges because it's a little sloppy. There we go. All right. Now, you want to make sure that the next size that you make is a little smaller, but it's the same width, okay? So I'm going to add another pocket that is shorter. Let me do this. That'll be easier, right? So I just need to make sure it's the same width. I'm going to measure it. There we go. And you can make 3 pockets or 2 pockets. I'm just gonna make 2 for the front, but there are some wallets that have like 10 pockets. So if you are just pocket crazy, go for it. You fill your wallet with pockets. You could even put design like a secret pocket with like a flap. That would be sweet. All right, so I'm just gonna have 2 pockets, and this is what they're gonna look like. I'm gonna go ahead and tape these pockets together. Something that I learned with this one, if you glue them, when you're putting the cards in, it's easy for them to the cards to get stuck to the glue on the outsides of your pocket. So be careful for that. All right. So I'm going to tape those together. Okay, I'll wait on Rachel. She's looking for colored paper. Yeah, as I've been telling Michael and Malachi, I have a whole pile because I've been like collecting it for weeks, so that's why I'm like reaching over and collecting my random reused stuff. Now would be another cool time to curve your edges again, maybe just on the top pocket. But like I said, it just adds that extra touch. Okay, cut off any excess. Sorry with the shaky camera, y'all. Having camera difficulties. You guys should see my setup here. I got like a mic stand holding an iPad like high above. It works. It's all good. Okay, so I'm going to round my corners. Boom. And you know what? I just realized I didn't add some tape to this pocket. I can still do that. I can add it to here and then cut it a little bit so that both sides can go ahead and fold. So I'm going to do that because I like how the tape on the edges of the pockets look. I just have to be careful that I don't tape it to the back. So it's really simple. I'm just going to, if you forget, all you have to do is just add a simple slit right here. And then fold. Okay. Awesome. Doesn't it add like an extra touch to it, you know? Like you can just feel like you can just slide your little card in there. Love it. And I'm going to add an extra one on top because I said it was two, but if you look at it, it just seems like one pocket, right? But when I glue it on, this part is also going to be a pocket on the top, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put tape on the top, add the finishing touch, and if you have clear tape, it's still going to look good. So don't feel bad if like you don't have washi tape for those extra add-ons, because adding clear tape is still, like I said, going to make it nice and sturdy so that this paper wallet lasts for years. I don't know about that, but it's possible. Okay, so now I'm just going to stick that little puppy on here. And this time I am going to use glue, but be very careful to keep it just on the edges, okay? You don't want any glue getting on the inside because like I said before, if I'm trying to slide something in, I don't want to get stuck and then I can't pull it out, okay? So just keep that in mind. Ooh. All right. And something that I had to keep reminding myself when I was gluing is not to put glue right here because this is an opening and I want it to be able to open up. And when you're gluing it down, like I'm doing right now, you can just stick your hand on the inside of the pocket while you're reinforcing it, just to kind of make sure that there's some room in there to stick something in, okay? And like I did before, if while you're gluing it down, it doesn't seem to really stick, It's okay. You can always get your tape out and add some reinforcing to the edges. Or your stapler, if you have a stapler. Okay. Yeah. I think I might add some clear tape to that part, because I don't know if it's going to stay. Did you guys come up with any money ideas? What's going to be on your money, and how much money is each bill going to be? Because we're about to go to that step. Okay. There we go. That just makes sure that that guy is not going to come off. Okay. This is looking so cool. I'm getting excited. Oh no. Okay. Ooh. This is Dollar Tree tape, y'all. So as you can see, my clear Dollar Tree tape is having some issues. It's rebelling. I'm gonna try to cut that edge off. All right. So as you are thinking about the kind of money you want to do, ooh, Rachel's doing animal money. Love it. That is a great idea. Actually, in some countries, they do have animals on their dollar bills. So that's a really good idea. You want to be looking for pieces of paper that will be kind of sturdy. It doesn't have to be too thick, but sturdy enough to reuse. You know what? I'm just taking this piece of tape off. You also want to find enough of the same piece of paper that you can make several different bills out of. So for mine, I'm still going to follow the theme. You don't have to follow the theme, but I just like mine to match. I need something blue and yellow. Let's see. Ooh. I'm going to use this book. So, as I'm thinking about my dollar bills, I want them to be able to be big enough to fit inside my pocket. Oh, I gotta glue that down. You know what? Oh my gosh, you guys. I think I just came up with a brilliant idea. What if that was like a secret area that had like a secret message or something? I think I'm gonna leave it like this so that it like folds out like that. Oh my gosh, I just came up with something cool. I didn't even do it on purpose. Okay, so I'm gonna make money that's going to be able to fit in my pocket that I made. Okay, so if I cut my bills sideways, this paper will work. And don't worry about the base of it. I can always glue stuff right on top of this bill and make it look cool. So I'm gonna make one. You guys make as many as you want. As long as it fits inside your pocket, it doesn't matter how big your bill is. Okay, maybe the kind of money that you want to have is big and fat, or maybe you want to have like really skinny money. You are the boss, so you come up with your own idea. So this bill, like my wallet, is going to have curved edges because curved edges are the best. All right, now I have to think about what am I going to put on my money. I want to have the amount of money that it is and something in the middle. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use a marker to write how much it is. But another thing you could do, if you have a bunch of magazines around you, you could find numbers in your magazines and cut out the numbers. Like, for example, maybe this is going to be a $10 bill, and there's a 10 right here. This might not be big enough to put in the middle, but I could cut out little 10s and put them on the side. Okay, so think about the kind of printed material you have around you. I'm gonna write on here. This is going to be a, let's see, I'm just gonna make it a $20 bill. You can get stuff with $20, right? 20 is still good. Make it nice and bold. There we go. And then for mine, I'm just gonna add like an outline around it because I know dollar bills or American money has the outline. With my 4th grade class, one year we studied an artist who actually took dollar bills and she would draw on them or like cut things out of them and like actually remake real money into art. And that was like her medium. She would use dollar bills or like $20 bills and make them into a different kind of art to like make them say something else, which I thought was pretty inventive. So we had a contest to see who could make the coolest money. There we go. Just gonna touch up my 20 here, make it look more solid. There we go. All right. You think they'll take this at the store? Get me some candy. Looks cool. All right. I think what I'm going to do for the center, I'm actually going to reuse a little bit of my aluminum art from last time just to match my wallet. So I think I'm just going to cut out each shape and glue it on top. But you guys can do whatever you want for your money. Like, if you want to do animals, Rachel, you could also find animals if you have, like, magazines. You could find maybe printed magazines that have animals in them and glue those on to your money. Okay. And another thing you could think about is as you're making different bills, different amounts of money for the bills, like our bills, they look different. So like a $1 bill looks different than a $100 bill. So you could recreate your idea and make as many bills as you want and make them different if they have different values. Ooh, there we go. Cool. I like this. All right. Ooh, moose money. That's great. Oh, that's perfect. 1024. Duh, why wouldn't you make money that has to do with your birthday? Love it, Malachi. So, sorry about the camera, guys. Okay, so like I said, that's all I'm gonna make for my money. I hate to do this to you guys. I know my students hate this, but we're gonna put a pause on the money and keep working on our wallet. And you guys can come back to the money after you're done with your wallet. okay? We're gonna start on the next pocket, okay? So we'll just go ahead and you can get the same piece of paper that you used for the pocket that you had here, or you can get a new piece of paper. I am going to use a different piece of paper that matches. Ooh, I'm gonna use this. I like how it has words on it. Okay. And yet again, as we're making that, oh, that was Michael, sorry. I was like reading it wrong. As we are making our pocket, we're gonna fold it in half like we did before, remembering the no zone we have in the middle, and we're gonna cut it to fit inside of the other half, okay? Whoa, that was way skinny. I think that's too skinny. I'm gonna redo that. All right. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna make a cut here. And see if this fits. Great. Now I just need to make those edges a little less sloppy. And curve my corners. Okay. As I get ready to glue that guy on, before I glue him on, I'm gonna make those fans again for the inside. Okay, and when we made the fans, we just got two pieces of paper that are the same size. What we can do is actually cut them at the same time, so it's easier. And make sure they're as big as the pocket. Okay, and then we're gonna do those cool accordion folds again. So a fold here, back, and then one more. Oh, actually this one needs two. It's a little thicker. One more fold, boom. We got another baby fan. So this time we're doing 4 folds because the one I made was a little bigger. You guys could do 3. Let me trim this. Backwards. And this kind of fold, you could do a lot of things with this kind of fold in general when you're making art. You could make little tiny square versions of this, and they're like little springs that you could like glue something on this edge and glue this to the paper and make it a little longer, and like your picture will like bounce off your page. That's how we made the pop-up cards a couple weeks ago. And those are real fun if you like figure out how to make things pop off your page. That looks really cool. All right, so we're just gonna put those fans on the inside again. Using the glue. Just putting some glue right here, making sure it's nice and thick so it sticks. Stick one fan here. And on the other side. I'm going to fold it and reinforce it. There we go. I wonder what other things you could make with a pocket like this without the wallet, you know? Like if you were making like a secret message for someone, you could make a little pocket like this and like hide it on the inside and even like make a flap and deliver it to them. How fun would that be? You could do a lot with this kind of pocket idea. You could make like a little purse for somebody. Like all you have to do is just put like straps on it and you got like a little purse. Okay, so I'm gonna glue my pocket on the inside, making sure I have enough glue. Glue is the key. Okay. There we go. Now, my friends, it is time to make our phones. As you are thinking about your phone, you need to find some paper that's a little thicker. So I have this mail from Regent, and the pages are pretty thick. If you can't find any thick paper, you can just double up paper like I did for the pocket before. And that will work too, okay? So I'm just gonna make this a little smaller so I can work with it. I'm just gonna cut it up a little bit. I know it's sloppy, I'm gonna fix it in just a sec. I just need to make sure I'm getting an idea of the size so that it'll slide right in here. So I'm just gonna cut it a little bit more because that does not fit. Perfect. So I'm going to look at my phone to just kind of judge how I want it to look. And I notice that it has the curved sides like my wallet does. So I'm going to make sure to add that as I'm trimming it up and making the edges look way better. I'm also going to glue these two pieces together to make it nice and sturdy. All right. There we go. I'm gonna curve the edges. Fix this one because this is sloppy. And this one. There we go. Curve the edges. Now, the signature to a phone. All phones have a camera, and typically phones have that bottom button that you push on the front. Mine actually doesn't because mine is an awesome LG. I love my LG. But usually that's how people can recognize what a phone is. So that's what I'm going to add to this one. I'm just going to use a marker. If you don't have a marker, all you have to do is just cut out a couple circles and glue them in the middle. Okay? So I'm going to put like a frame on mine with a black marker. Just the edge. So it kind of looks like it has a case on it. There we go. You could even like really go all out and make it look like it's on and have like all the apps on the inside. And add all those little squares to it. So that's a thought if you want to take your phone to the next level. Okay, so then I'm going to do the circle up here, the camera up here. Mine's kind of off to the side, that's why I put it on the side, but yours might be in the middle. Okay, and then all I need is just that screen on the inside of my phone. And if I look at my phone, the screen is not curved. It's just straight. So I'm going to do a straight screen. Oh yeah, I got me a little phone. You could invent your own phone too. Like Michael, if you're doing moose money, you could have this be like a moose phone and you could have like antlers come off your phone. Okay. I could color that in, or I could cut out a black square and put that on top just to make it look more like a phone. So, yeah, my phone slides right in there. Perfect. All right, how's it going with the phones, guys? I'm going to start transitioning to the pockets right here so that we have enough time to real quickly do a gift card. Okay? Like we did before, real easy. We're just going to do 2 rectangles, one bigger, one smaller. I'm going to measure that, see what it looks like before I trim it down, make it nice and neat. There we go. Awesome. Then we just need one more. I want it to be the same width. But shorter. Okay. This time, before I tape them together, I'm going to put the tape on the tops first so it's easier. That'd be so cool if you guys practiced and practiced on these wallets and you could like start selling them and start your own business, your own wallet business. And you could tell people it's complete with money on the inside. All right. Okay. Gonna curve the edges. And then we're just going to tape the 2 together so that it's ready to be put onto the inside pocket. There we go. Perfect. All right, as we are thinking ahead to our gift cards, or, it doesn't have to be a gift card, guys. It could be a identification badge. It could be a backstage pass to your favorite concert or singer. It could be an access pass to like a secret agency or something. Or maybe when you grow up, you want to be like a police officer. You can make your own badge like you're a police officer. That would be cool. Like the metal badge that people pull out, be like, hey, I'm a police officer. I can go here. That would be sweet. Okay. So be thinking about what you want to make to put in your wallet. All right. I think what I'm going to make is a business card. So if I see somebody that needs help I can help them and then pull out my business card and be like, here you go. This is my business card. If you need help, this is who to call. Nice. Cool. So it opens and you can still use the pockets here for your cards. Nice. All right. So I'm going to get my card ready. I'm going to still use some of that thick paper that I used for my phone. This time my card is going to be a little smaller and I want to be able to fit it in the pocket. Let's see. How does that fit? Perfect. All right. Let's make it thick. Love it. Nice and sturdy. Round the edges. Okay. For a business card, you want to make sure you have some kind of name or something. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some paper that's white and I'm going to glue it on top so I can write some details that I want people to walk away with when I meet them and I give them this card. What should I put? Maybe my name, maybe my motto, which is like a phrase that I like to say. Maybe my number. All right, so let's put this white part in the middle of my business card. Fancy. There we go. All right. And then my motto. Here to help. I don't know, I just made that up. All right, cool. So now if I see someone that needs help, I can whip this business card out and be like, here you go, ma'am. This is someone you can call if you need help. And then I can also put my number on the back if I want to. And then just slide my little card on here. Boom. All right. So as you guys are thinking of cards, you can continue to create and come up with some more cards. But I'm going to just put a quick pause on that because the last touch to our wallet, we need something to close our wallet with. Okay? So a very simple solution to make a little latch is to get a strip of paper and just glue it on the back. You don't want to glue it on the front because then you can't open it, but it kind of gives the illusion that there is a clasp here. And I like to put like a little doodad on the clasp that goes along with the theme. So like I put a little flower on this one. But you can also cut it out of anything and turn that into like a little decorative addition. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a lightning bolt for mine. Chika! There we go. And I think I'm going to put some paper underneath my aluminum foil because it's kind of thin and I don't want it to break. But you could put an animal on yours, Rachel, on your little latch for your animal wallet. All right, I'm gonna put some paper underneath and then cut it out again. And I think I should color this yellow. I'm glad you're having fun, Jin. This is fun. There's just so many possibilities to this wallet. Like, we could become wallet designers one day. All right. Okay. I'm going to color it in, and I'm going to stick it on my latch. Oh my gosh, this looks so cool. Hiya! And you just like whip it out. Let me get my phone from my wallet. How cool! Oh my goodness, you guys. I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with. Don't forget that you got to go back and make some more dollar bills for your wallet. And there is also some more you can add to your phone if you want to do that. And you can make some more gift cards / business cards / ID cards / police officer. Who knows? Or secret identity. Okay? So go ahead and post your wallets once you finish, because I would love to see what you guys come up with. Michael and Malachi have constantly been taking my projects to the next level, and I love it. I love seeing their ideas. So Rachel, I hope to see your animal wallet because it sounds really cool. Join me on Friday because I'm going to be making masks. You can pick whatever kind of mask you want to make. Mine's probably going to be a unicorn mask because I love unicorns. But we're going to be making masks on Friday at 1. So I hope to see you guys then. And thanks for joining me. I had so much fun creating with you guys. See you later.